Oh my God. Yeah, no, it can't be that, dude. There's no way. Can they hear us? Somebody give a check. Somebody give a check. Because all our levels are showing good. And
Why does this happen? I just don't understand what the fuck goes on.
The audio, you mean?
Well, like any of it. You know what I mean? Like, we do the same fucking thing every fucking week. Like,
yeah, but it shouldn't be. We're back. Thank you. Antisocial experience 230.
Jesus.
So back to what I was saying, where my head was at. I titled this one 130.
Yeah.
That was what'd you say? A while ago?
Yeah, 1-3. I said a 1-3 while ago.
1-3 while. Anyhow, middle of the road or middle age.
I think I was on the show by then, though.
You came on 114, I think.
Yeah, holy fuck.
Yeah, dude. 130 is like the middle of COVID, or the middle of C word.
Yeah.
Rona. We'll abbreviate it so they can't take money that we don't get.
Dude, that was a minute ago.
Speaking of that, that was the perfect time. Is that when you did the whole?
It was
like I'm partway through this career, but I'm gonna do something else.
It was like the end of 2020, like November of 2020 is when everything went. I flipped the script.
Yeah, because that was. I mean, it was already partway through the first year, essentially, of Rona.
Yeah, I was weird because I didn't get laid off until January of 2021.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was kind of
at work. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no unemployment or unemployment was goopy for a while.
Yeah. Well, no, dude, I was getting all that bonus money. It was awesome.
But November was when you started buying equipment, right?
No, not until April of 2021.
Oh, Jesus. So how did you settle on that? Like, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, how did you settle on, I want to make stuff? Because that's a stretch from food service, and I'm in food service too.
Yeah, well, it was the fact of, like, I was watching Simeon do it, and he's in his basement, right? And I'm like, that motherfucker doesn't just like see people, deal with people all day long. And I'm like, look, I'm like, that's what I want to do. I'm like, I don't want to see another person if I don't have to. So
that's a good move, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, I can do that in my house because I was reading all these YouTube things. And they're like, oh, start a t-shirt business for $300. I don't know what fucking t-shirt business they're starting, dude. But it does not cost fucking $300. That is a lie.
No, dude, that's a bunch of packs of tagless Hanes and a bucket of paint. Kick the bucket of paint when it's open and sell them.
Fuck, dude. There's no way $300. Like, I can't. Yeah, I don't even know. But at first I was like, man, $300. I'm like, I got a couple grand saved up. I'm like, I'll spend $300, start a little t-shirt business. And then next thing you know, it was, like I said, it was a little more than $300.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, I need this to work with that. And I need this to go with that for that to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's a pretty daunting thing, starting over. Like, and I think that's what keeps some people trapped into a line of employment that they don't like or where they don't want to be. Do you know what I mean? There's other circumstances like financial, financial
100%.
stability and whatnot.
Dude, I almost couldn't switch jobs because of financial stability. You know what I mean? Because, like, I had to wait for a paycheck, and it was like, I don't know if I can go that long without a paycheck. You know what I mean? Even to better myself, but like, I couldn't go that long because of the bills coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But luckily, I was able to.
Yeah, it's in chat. If anybody else out there started over, let us know. Like, if you had a long career doing one thing and completely switch it to do something else, throw some comments up, because that stuff fascinates me, man. Because I've done food service for quite a while and also working on electronics. And for the first time now, as well as working on electronics, I'm also starting to try and manufacture stuff and do. And it's a fun process, but it's super scary and terrifying to, like, I'm putting down one thing, working on something that I know that I've been kind of successful at doing, at least repairing it. I'm not saying running a business doing it, but I've been successful with repairs for so long, putting time where I could be working on that into, hey, I might make this stuff and mess it up or print it the wrong color or the client may not like the size, and it's like, wow, if I lose time working on something, making something, and it goes south, like, it would be horrible, dude.
Yeah, it is.
It's terrifying that I might just, like, really mess something up.
Yeah, and then you hold yourself and that's the problem too, because like, you care about what your product is, you care. So, like, then you hold yourself to this standard, you know what I mean? This standard, like, this almost unachievable bar at times,
Yeah.
but you hold yourself to it, you
My
know?
my mom was complaining about me. She's like, because some of the stickers I was making, I had them over here under my microscope looking at them, like, and, okay, I get it, that's a little overkill. She's like, "Nobody else is gonna take those stickers and put them under a stereo microscope that's used for repairing electronics," you know? Like, nobody's looking at stickers at that. I'm like, "It's not perfect," you know?
But but you I don't know, like I said, you hold yourself to that fucking standard, you know
It's
what I
crazy,
mean?
right?
But you also want your machine to work at that standard too, though, you know what I mean? And that's also essentially what you're looking at as well, you know what I mean? Do you need to adjust anything there too?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just want that
And
everything
without the microscope, I wouldn't have sorted out one problem, what was causing nuisance the one day, and believe it or not, try this, people, with an inkjet printer. Okay, I'll explain the problem to you. You might know it, and the chat can hopefully follow along. When you print something, if it's more than one layer,
Yeah.
or if it's not one layer, if you're printing and you have something filled with white, most printers are gonna throw other colors of dots in there to make that white. And to what you gotta do is you would have to actually have a transparency there, a transparent layer, or take and have, like, a overprint layer where your image is over a white background. And when you're printing, print on something white, like white vinyl. But, yeah, there was purple and blue dots, purple, blue, and yellow dots spaced far apart in the white of all these places where I was printing, right? Would you think that when you're printing white, you're gonna have blue, purple, and yellow
No,
dots?
dude,
Or not blue, but red. What is it? Red, blue, and yellow. Cyan, magenta, and yellow is from the colors of ink. No. But
yeah.
when you if there's white in that picture, under a microscope.
Dude, today I was printing a shirt this morning, and I hit it, and it was a white shirt, white on black, you know? I look down, and there's fucking red all over the side of the fucking shirt. I have yet to determine where that fucking red
Where'd the
came from.
red
I
come
have
from?
no idea, dude. No fucking idea. Like, I looked everywhere.
What was that game, The Phantom Pain?
Yeah.
It's probably linked to that
Yeah, something.
multiverse.
Yeah, the Phantom of the Opera, maybe.
But no, and I'm like, "These stickers don't look right." And my mom was actually here helping me out with that, like, trying to sort because she printed way back in years ago, she printed. And when I threw it under the microscope and saw those dots, and once I deleted the white from the image and started printing them, they started looking right. Like, when you would hold it at arm's length and look at it, it looked right.
Yeah. Bree said, "Great job by your stickers, by the way."
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she totally will take those ones because she said she sticks them on the outside of the boxes anyway, and a lot of them get thrown away you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so she can use those for outside and the
yeah,
other for in.
yep,
Perfect,
you
man.
got
Yeah,
it.
she can have them. But yeah, problems, and that's just one problem, you know? I mean, we could come in here and complain or cry for hours
I usually do.
yeah, right? That's what this is about. Don't tell nobody. Um, no, just of all the crazy shit we've overcome in the past, what, year and a half?
Yeah, almost 2 years now.
Okay, 2 years. I
Yeah,
don't I
the
can't count.
the better it's the better part of, like, a year and a half, like,
Just think for a minute. Look at me, and then think about people counting, and then put 2 together. Can that guy count reliably?
I can count on you to be reliable. So there
Okay,
you go.
but can I count like, numbers?
That's
That's not
that's
in.
between you and that guy on Sesame Street, dude.
No.
1,
Oh, the count?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was talking. He was
Yeah.
my favorite,
Yeah,
man.
dude, me too. Me too, he was awesome.
No, I think did you have any fear when you were trying to do, like, actual fear, like, "Oh, I might fail at this. Oh, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing."
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's still scary, you know what I mean? Because, like, there's times and it's going into this, it's like it's such a, it's like, all or nothing, you know what I mean? Like, you either are so swamped that you can't breathe because there's, so many jobs to do, or there's not a fucking job, and you know what I mean? You can't pick up a job. But, like, you'll get one and it just snowballs, and it's done this every single time, man. Like, as soon as I get one, it's fucking 10 more, and then I have all these ones, and I'm pushing them out and pushing them out, and I get done finally, and, like, there's a little bit of a break, and then fucking somebody else will need something small is usually how it is, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I got plenty of time, I'll do that," and fucking next thing you know, bam, 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 and, like,
Yeah, and I haven't even officially advertised in the same thing.
I have not either.
I took 2 jobs initially with this crap, and as soon as I got started on that and got in the middle of that with a crisis with 2 printers, like 1 printer dying and getting a bad printer that I bought that was completely shit in the first place that the guy shoulda never sold.
Yeah, because he was a liar.
More orders are, like, showing up, mostly because of you, but also more orders are showing up for stickers, and I'm like, "What? I can't even print right now, dude." Like, I was, like, that close, like, microns
Do you
away from shutting it down, like, saying refunding money and being like, "Nope, nope, nope."
do you remember that time you said to me, you're like, "How was it that there are so many people that needed T-shirts printed?" And, like, they just weren't having him printed because, like, you know what I mean? Like, we've gotten all this business, but you said one time, he's like, "You're telling me that, like, you just start printing and all of a sudden all these people just need T-shirts now?" Like,
Yeah.
but I just think it's one of those things where, like, I don't think anybody wants to fuck with it unless, like, there's a personal relationship there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot I would say it's a lot harder for just Joe Schmo to walk into a print shop and talk to somebody because, like, I don't know, I feel like that's just I don't know. I just feel like that with this business, like, I have a personal relationship with literally every customer I have.
Right. Well, that's a lot of thing and I don't know how many other people are like this, but that's one of the reasons why yeah, I can save money by ordering online, but if I can buy it local at a local place, I'll usually go spend double, sometimes even triple of what it costs online to get the same thing locally because I can walk in and talk to the guy behind the counter.
Right, and not only that, like, look at the crossword puzzle shirts the other day. I sent those, I delivered them. He was missing 4 of them. I had the 4 at my house, and I just you know what I mean? They were just in a fray, in a bag.
We should have kept them. I look
I
damn good in that
know,
child shirt.
dude, you did that
Short sleeves, super tight,
that youth
buff
medium on you.
arms.
Yeah, dude, you look swell. But I was able to print those and get them to him the next morning before he left for his thing. Now, he had ordered those online. He wasn't getting those in time.
No, probably not.
You know what I mean? And, like, really was even if he calls in there, those people are actually gonna print them in that amount of time and get them like, there's just that aspect of it's not happening, I don't feel like.
I'm not saying every place, but how many places that offer like an online custom order what you want on stuff have like a number you can call in and talk to people? Some places do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nobody does it.
No, usually it's just an email and you gotta wait for people to get back to you, man.
Yeah.
If they do get back to you, you know?
Or you get connected to support in some other country,
Yeah.
you know?
Supporting Saudi Arabia.
And it's like,
Supporting Arabia.
how do you know about my adhesive vinyl and laminate coming from California?
Right.
Like, how are you helping this situation?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in a different time zone.
Yeah. You're in London.
And no, it doesn't matter where they could be anywhere, but
Well,
it's
I'm just
like
saying the guy in London is gonna know a lot less about your vinyl than probably somebody that's I don't know,
at the
like
factory.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I get that, but I don't know, man. It's
Unless they have a factory in London.
that personal relationship is like, it adds something to it
It's
when you can talk to somebody, I think. I
yeah,
don't
me too.
know.
It's like the vape store with Eric. I can get my juice cheaper online, but, like, we said this earlier, if something's messed up or something, I can go over there and he fixes it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was broke one time. He, floats me a bottle of juice because, like, online's not floating me shit.
No,
Like,
no,
like,
no,
that's
definitely.
just like
I mean, you might get a replacement.
right, but I can't call in there and be like, "Hey, man, I'm broke till Friday. Can you help me out?" You know? Like, like, they're not gonna be like, "Alright, it's cool. It's Jimmy." Like, no.
Could you imagine the success level of Amazon if they ran tabs? Huh?
It'd be
Would
like
Amazon be what it is? Just think, would it be what it is
it
if
would
they
be
had
like a venture
tabs?
video. They're like, "You owe $300, but you can still rent tonight." You know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy.
Are you gonna pay on this?
Yeah,
No, not this time, no.
yeah, next time I will. I'm like, "You can put the 89 cents change on there if you want," you know?
Right?
And they're like, "Okay, no big deal." Like but, like, in retrospect, though, like, if they stop those people completely from renting money, you know what I mean? Because now that customer's not coming back. At least he's still putting money through the thing by renting, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, paying the fort $3,
yeah,
$4,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So it made sense for that, like, for them to do that. Do you remember the one in Chester Hill that had, like, the bad list under the glass?
Starlight.
Yeah, like, that had the list of people that had money. It was like
They didn't really dox them, but they put their name out there like
everybody could see it. Yeah,
you were
man.
like the video store, and or you were the late returner,
Yeah, you're the video store
most wanted.
outlaw. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I remember that shit. Was funny.
Yeah, they're just putting you on blast out there, like, "Don't rent to this guy."
I know.
Was that even legal to do?
I don't know that, and I was actually thinking about that the last time we talked about it, and I really don't know if that is, like
Like, if you have a bad customer, can you just throw their name in your window? Like, don't give this person
but they
service.
do it well, I guess it's always behind the bar, though, like, you know what I mean, the do not serve list at the bar, like, but it's always behind the bar so the bartenders can see it, not so you and I can see it.
Right, but I'm saying, what if they hung it right on.
Yeah, I know, like, I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
Oh,
I
actually,
wanna know that, to be honest with you.
what's that?
So I can know if we can accost customers that are bad to us.
What are we gonna do, though? Print shirts and stickers about with the list on?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna do it.
I don't think that's gonna help pull them in, man.
Speaking of blasting shit, so I wanna just a little off topic, but have you read the Phillipsburg Journal lately?
Yeah.
Dude, they are the most ignorant, arrogant motherfuckers I have ever like the police logs, okay? Every single report on there, okay, the person already screwed up. The person already is in the paper. Like, I don't think they need any more fucking embarrassment. No, but we gotta throw this, like, all methed up or whatever little tagline to each one. Like, you don't need some witty fucking, tagline to each one that you made up. Like, they're fucking arrogant. Like, I don't it pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I'm the king of doing that shit. Like, I love that shit, but that's no time and place for it.
Yeah, they're already getting charges, possible jail time, probation
Yeah,
in the paper.
they're in the paper. That's what I mean. Leave it. Why do you have to fucking make fun of it too? You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking rude.
Yeah. You remember the one from a couple weeks back? Places like this attract people like this? Or places, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that was such an uncalled for article.
Yeah, dude, no. Like, it's
Like, you
just
picked out the oldest buildings that have not been used for decades.
that's that Phillipsburg blight flight shit on Instagram that I've been fighting with for like a month now,
What
dude.
is it?
It's called Phillipsburg blight flight or something like that, but it's about those buildings. And dude, I get on there and I'm telling you, I'll show it to you, dude. I go off. I mean, I go off on them. I'm like,
Okay, so here's the real story behind that. We're gonna dig deeper into this for people. Do I have the fucking article? You get to see behind the screen, maybe. I do, but it's buried over there somewhere. Anyhow, we have a local publication,
yeah,
the Journal.
the Phillipsburg Journal.
Yeah, Phillipsburg
Yeah,
Journal. And there was the guy that stabbed somebody when we talked about that, literally like feet outside where Jimmy lives.
yeah.
Close to, very, very close, closer than I'd be comfortable with. Had moved to this town, and there's not a chance in hell that he was up in this town checking out stuff and saw the old meat packing plant in the old Nebaski's building and like, "Oh,
Perfect. He's like,
I'm moving
he's
here."
like perfect location for a headquarters. You know, like
Right?
he's not a villain on Ninja Turtles.
Right, and I'm gonna yeah, it's not like who had the Technodrome in
Krang.
Krang?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not Krang moving the
Uh,
Technodrome or, you know, who's the other one? The one that escapes prison? El who? El Chapo?
yeah, 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 yeah.
He's not a drug kingpin or a crime lord or.
No, but I'm sorry, these buildings, and that's what that blight flight shit was saying. Like, oh, these buildings are what's keeping good jobs and people out of Phillipsburg. You're telling me that fucking building is what's I'm like, how about people like you that aren't letting any fucking businesses come in here? I'm like,
Because you own old buildings.
right, like it's fucking you, man. So like I said, they made these.
Yeah.
I'll show you these Instagram posts, dude. I went off. Like they actually only kept me on their page because my hashtags were so funny because I was making fun of them with my hashtags, and
Right.
they're like, if it wasn't for these hashtags, we totally block you right now.
And here's the real story, how that guy ended up in this town. A mile or so down the road, like, out of downtown,
Yeah,
like, when you start leaving town, we
yeah,
have the plaza.
right.
Okay, so that's where it's like a shopping center with some shops are older, some that so they tried to put some new stuff in. Mostly successful for the most part, not all of it. Some shops have moved out of there, moved out of the big shops for a shop on Front Street, and then those shops mostly always shut down when they move from the plaza to
Front Street.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's just not the traffic there because the traffic was diverted another way.
Because we got a grant to do that, so we rerouted everything out of our own town because we're geniuses.
Yep, routed it away from the town.
Yes, because that's how you bring money in.
Yep, don't let them come in here, send them elsewhere.
They saw that old meatpacking plant, they're like, "Reroute this son of a bitch, dude."
So anyhow, a few miles outside of town, a mile or so, they built this giant prison. Now, it's just an immigration holding center now. But it was a prison for people that were doing no less than, like, either 15 or 25 years, no less than that. Most of them were lifers, and they were bringing these prisoners here from Philadelphia.
Everywhere.
Yeah, different states, Jersey, just people that were murderers, bad drug crimes, all kind of shit. They were bringing them in to keep them in there, and that's how that guy ended up in this town. He came here from Washington, D.C., like the ghettos in D.C., because he either him or his wife had family that was in that prison, and they had moved here to be able to visit, to not have to drive back and forth.
Really?
That's how he ended up in town, was from that, just like a lot of other families ended up moving to here that don't make sense. They were never here, and then they were here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They were here because of that. And then it got changed from a prison. They shipped all the prisoners out. Now it's an immigration holding center.
Yep, that's where my brother works now.
Yeah, so that is basic. That's how he got here. It wasn't no meat packing plant or old rundown
In the
clothing building.
Yeah. Or
Come on.
the fucking junior high, you know? Like,
A school
Yeah.
that was just old and run down, had asbestos in it, leaking, and wouldn't hold heat real good.
yeah, well, he saw that as a he's like, "This is fucking perfect for headquarters."
Wait, all the people doing drugs took all the copper, and there's water leaking everywhere. No electric wire either. Maybe not.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, so yeah, that's that story. That's how he ended up here. And I don't know, man. I don't think it's right they run those articles like.
No, dude, and like I said, they don't need to fucking make fun of people for like I said, it's already the embarrassment's already there. Fucking leave it be. Like you think they're gonna fucking write that shit about, if they screw up? Nah.
No, they're gonna try to get it not published. I guarantee
It'll be
it.
like those cops that hit each other in their cars that, because the one was banging the other one's wife. Like, that's what
Right.
happened. Erase that, Facebook.
You remember, dude? That was so crazy. You posted about it,
3 times.
and it got pulled down all 3 times.
3 times within 45 minutes every time. Gone. I didn't get a fucking notification it was gone. Nothing. It was just gone.
Just gone.
Yep.
You got to wonder how they did that.
Fucking pigs. I hate 'em.
Like, was it because they have somebody that handles all like social media and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
Like one officer so they would have had to have a contact at Facebook or somehow to get that taken down that quick.
Yeah, so do something. I don't know. Or somebody, you know what I mean? It was like monitoring. I don't know.
So it's just like, but what did they try to put it off as? Oh, that they were each on the way to their own.
That they were going to turn around and like one didn't see the other one turning or something.
I thought they were each on their own call, like heading to their own call in a hurry and bang.
No. But what really happened is one monster trucked the other one because one was plowing the other one's wife.
Boom.
Yeah, I got to bounce soon, man.
Yeah, should we?
What's that?
I know you've said it before, and I don't like just like recommending other stuff that I don't have a thorough understanding of. And we did kind of recommend that Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Yeah,
That's a fairly decent show.
Yeah, it's I think it's more fun for us though because like we know these people and we kind of know the story.
Right.
But it's a story just for a little and like you gotta remember there's what 2,000 people here.
Yeah.
And dude, if you definitely check out that show, like you're like holy shit, like it's fucked up from the bottom up here, like it's crazy.
And that's kind of where the state of policing was back then. That cowboy policing,
Man.
and it's actually moving away from that with these newer guys.
Yeah, dishes too.
But the new one's like sitting in your backseat with a spotlight. So
You're fucking right. Yeah, the 10 million fucking candle power lumens or whatever the fuck, dude, shining my. Why aren't you going the speed limit? I'm like, oh my god,
I can't see, dude.
Yeah, like, holy fuck, man. I'll pick you guys up in the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait on the other corner next time.
Like, why do you even drive a car? You're in my back seat. Like, just jump in with me.
Point the light that way.
Fuck, dude. I hated them.
But yeah. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. There's how many episodes
Oh, wow, dude, she probably has 15 up by now.
on ours?
Yeah, yeah,
Just dealing with us?
yeah, yep,
I
yep.
thought she talked about other cases.
She does, but I'm saying I think there's, like, 80 some episodes.
Oh,
Yeah,
but there's like 15 covering
yeah,
Phillipsburg.
yeah,
So, yeah, and who was it? Terry Clark?
yeah,
That
senior.
Yeah, Terry Clark Senior. Any of the episodes dealing with him
Yeah,
are the ones
or, like,
hook.
the superintendent, like, it says there's this whole episode about crooked, like, state police officers, our crooked superintendent or school, like, it goes on and on. You'll catch on. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and it's not
Matt Hall, what's up, dude?
what is it? Nonfiction or fiction? It's not fiction, it's nonfiction.
Fiction, yeah,
Yeah,
it's truth. Yeah, it's
so
strange fiction.
nonfiction.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to
Okay.
think of the
Yeah,
same
I did
song,
too.
Truth is Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah. Okay.
So nonfiction is what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, people, we're gonna, just show up a little early. Sorry that we were late. Internet troubles.
Yeah,
Jimmy saved the day with Hotspot.
and there's a punk rock flea market in Altoona at McGarvey's Day. That's where I'm heading. If anybody's watching this in the area, come over. It's 3 to 7
Where's that at?
at McGarvey's.
The venue?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's
Nice,
2 bands
nice.
playing and all kinds of stuff. What's up, dude?
Yeah, don't forget new audio episodes published every Sunday at 5. This was an early show today, but not as early as we'd like due to internet troubles. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Where you ending it, man? Where you ending it?
peace, love, and rock and roll.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, I'm out.
Peace, love, and rock and roll. And then what? We're out.
I'm out.